In the Lost Lands is directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. This is based on a short story by George R.R. Martin, who made the Game of Thrones books. The film stars Milla Jovovich and Dave Bautista. The film follows, well, it's basically Milla Jovovich is the witch as Grey Alice, and also Dave Bautista is the outlaw named Bryce, who is both are going to this dangerous aspect of this weird, wacky Lost Lands, and they try to find this artifact that will transform one person into a werewolf, and they're trying to get to the queen, and that's basically the story. There's nothing deep to it. Okay, going to this film, I watched this, it's a late review. This film came out earlier this year. I didn't get a chance to talk about this one, so I may do a little bit of catching up with certain movies that released this year and I never got a chance to see in cinemas, or never really had the time to watch this film properly. But after watching this film, it's another bad film on the list. Yeah, this film fucking sucks. It's boring. It's not a very good movie at all. Let's just say as well, when it comes to Paul W.S. Anderson, he is a really bad director from what I've heard from many people. He's basically made the Resident Evil franchise, especially with his wife, who's also starring in those films, Milla Jovovich. And what he gives is just the same basic director of the style over substance, very flashy colour lights, just dull, lifeless, boring characters. If you watch the Resident Evil franchise, which I haven't seen, but I don't think I'm bored watching them because what I've heard are not good movies. But when you look at this, it's the same thing we are getting. It's just style over substance, bland CGI characters, really boring out there. Doesn't give you much depth or world building or anything. And that's the biggest problem with this film. The world building just felt rushed. It didn't give you much time to go in depth what's happening to this world, what kind of world we're living in. And to me, this film feels like a Zack Snyder movie. This is what Zack Snyder would have made if he was making this film. And it's a bad one of that. Because the way this film does as I read this film, it's just slow motion effect, every slow motion effect, you know, the cinematography wise, and the visuals look murky, dirty, and just bland. It doesn't look visually appealing looking. It's come down to the poor directing by Paul W.S. Anderson and how he handles movies, especially the action scenes. When it comes to the action, the editing is very choppy, you barely know what's going on, and the slow motion effect, it just becomes tiresome. I just did not like this slow motion effect. It just drives me to the wall. I just did not like it. The performance-wise from Milla Jovovich and Dave Bautista, Milla Jovovich, I know what to expect from her. She's just very one-note, and her character is bland and boring. Anyone can play that character, but yet Paul W.S. Anderson has to pick her wife to play an action role star, which I guess that makes sense because she knows she picks really bad, shitty scripts like this. Dave Bautista, I know he's really good at other stuff, and of course he's really known for Drax the Destroyer in Guardians of the Galaxy, but his performance is there, I guess. It's there. Nothing much to him. He does try, but there's not much to say about it. And nothing much for that. The visuals, my God, the visuals looked atrocious. It looks really noticeable. Some of the CGI elements, it's very clear, especially the close-ups. It's noticeable. It looks like a PS2, PS3 graphics. Like, this is 2025. If this was made back in maybe the early 2000s, then I would have let it go. I would have let it pass, but fucking hell, the CGI looked terrible. Not all of it is that good. Not even one little CGI looks great at one little percentage. Not one little percentage. Oh my God. And the rest of the acting, the cast are bad. They're just phoning it in. And you can tell that it's a really bad script. They're just phoning it in to get that quick paycheck. That's really it for the majority of it. What else to say about this film? It's what's been said. It's boring. It's dull. It's pointless, and it's almost forgot. It's very predictable how where some stuff go, because let's find this artifact that turns a person to a werewolf, and basically, well, I don't want to spoil, but it's so predictable. It's so predictable. If you watch the film, you know what I'm talking about. It is fucking predictable. I just knew from the start. When the moment that film started, I felt like, yeah, that's what happens. And also, the way that the film ended, it was questionable. It just ended abruptly. That's it. There's no resolution. There's nothing. It's just nothing to the movie. It is bland and boring. That's all I'm going to say. That's all been said. This film is dull. It's lifeless. It's boring. It's just style over substance, just like Zack Snyder's films, but worse than Zack Snyder's. Zack Snyder deserves a bit of an apology note because he knows he has to make good style over substance, even though He's not a great filmmaker, but at least he gives him credit for that. Paul W.S. Anderson, fucking hell, that is terrible. This is complete dog shit. Paul W.S. Anderson, stop making movies, please. Just stop. Just fucking stop. I'm going to give In the Lost Lands an F. Guys, comment down below. Have you unfortunately seen In the Lost Lands earlier this year? If you haven't, then good for you. If you have, I feel sorry for you. Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's alright? Or do you absolutely hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya!